Dear friends, in this video, we are going to discuss some of the important spotters related to the abdomen. Okay, so the possible spotter questions that can be asked from stomach, liver, and spleen, we will be discussing now. Okay, fine. So let's move to the first question. Actually, this is the specimen of stomach, isn't it? Okay, so can you please try to identify the pinned area of the organ? Which area of the stomach is pinned? So for that, you have to understand this is the left side, this is the right side. Okay, this is the midline. This is the midline. Okay, so this is the upper end of the stomach called as cardiac end or cardiac orifice. This is the lower end of the stomach called as pyloric orifice, pyloric end or orifice, whatever. Okay, so can you see in this diagram, the pinned area is located above the cardiac end of the stomach. So what is the pinned area of the organ you are seeing here? Yes, the pinned area is fundus of stomach. Okay, fundus of stomach. The pinned area is fundus of stomach, and the subcosine may be, okay, it may be location of the pinned area. Okay, so it is the upper part of stomach. Okay, it is the upper part of stomach. As I told just now, it is the upper part of stomach which lies above the horizontal imaginary line. Okay, drawn at the level of cardiac notch or cardiac orifice, whatever, cardiac notch or cardiac orifice. Okay, and another point you can say about the location is it is located just below what? The left dome of diaphragm. It is located just below the left dome of diaphragm. Fine. And most of the time, the subcosine will be, okay, what is the arterial supply for the pinned area? Okay, so I hope you will be knowing the fundus of stomach is supplied by what? Short gastric arteries. Okay, the fundus of stomach is supplied by short gastric arteries, which are branches of splenic artery. Branches of splenic artery. Fine. Branches of splenic artery. Fine. So this is the subcosine for the fundus of stomach. It may be location or it may be blood supply. Okay, blood supply or arterial supply. Okay, blood supply or arterial supply. Fine. Now, coming to the next question. Remember, sometimes they may ask what are the parts of the stomach. Okay, what are the various parts of the given specimen, like that. Okay, so what are the parts of the stomach? Yes, some books will be mentioning 3 parts and some books will be mentioning as 4 parts. Okay, so what are the 3 or 4 parts of the stomach? Yes, cardiac part, fundus, body, pylorus. Okay, these are the 4 parts of the stomach: cardiac part, fundus, body, pylorus. Right? Okay. Then moving to the next spotter question related to the stomach only. Okay, so you know this is the left side, this is the right side. Okay, can you please try to identify the pinned area or pinned part of the stomach in area? What is the structure I am tracing now? Yes, this is the greater curvature of stomach. Okay, the pinned area is greater curvature of stomach. Okay, and the subcosine will be usually, okay, for the greater curvature of stomach, the subcosine will be usually what are the contents of the pinned area. Okay, so the greater curvature of stomach gives attachment to one peritoneal fold called as greater omentum, isn't it? So what are the contents of the greater omentum along the greater curvature of stomach? Yes, it contains right and left what? Gastroepiploic. Okay, gastroepiploic vessels. Right and left gastroepiploic vessels. Those are the contents of the greater omentum along the greater curvature of the stomach. Fine. And sometimes they may ask, okay, what are the peritoneal relations of given specimen. What are the 4 peritoneal relations of stomach? Yes, the 4 peritoneal relations of stomach. Okay, along the, actually this is the lesser curvature of the stomach, you will be knowing, isn't it? This is the lesser curvature of the stomach, isn't it? So along the lesser curvature, we have the attachment of what? Lesser omentum, one peritoneal fold. Whereas along the greater curvature of stomach, so I am tracing the greater curvature of the stomach now. Okay, this is the greater curvature of the stomach. Fine. So along the greater curvature of stomach, we have 3 peritoneal folds attached. What are they? Gastrophrenic ligament, gastrosplenic ligament, and greater omentum. Okay. So along the greater curvature, we have the attachment of gastrosplenic ligament, gastrophrenic ligament, and greater omentum. Greater omentum. So these are the 4 peritoneal relations of stomach. Along the lesser curvature, lesser omentum. Along the greater curvature, we have gastrophrenic ligament, gastrosplenic ligament, and greater omentum. Okay, fine. And I think you can identify the structure, the pinned part of the stomach here. Okay, so again, here I am tracing the lesser curvature of the stomach, isn't it? This is the lesser curvature of stomach. So the pinned part or pinned area of the given specimen is lesser curvature of stomach. Again, similar to the greater curvature, for this lesser curvature of stomach also, the sub-question will be what? Content. Okay. So what are the contents of the lesser curvature? Are you able to see the yellow color structure? That is the lesser omentum. Okay. So the lesser omentum is attached to the lesser curvature, which contains right and left what? Right and left gastric vessels. Okay. Right and left gastric vessels. Okay. Right and left gastric vessels. Okay. The contents of the lesser curvature of stomach are right and left gastric vessels. Okay, fine. Now, this diagram already we have studied the 4 peritoneal relations of the stomach, isn't it? Fine. The another possible sub-question for the stomach specimen is what are the various structures forming the stomach bed, or what are the posterior relations of the stomach? Okay, so these dotted lines indicate the outline of stomach. Okay, so what are the structures located behind the stomach? As you see here, you will be knowing the 8 structures forming the stomach bed, isn't it? The mnemonic for remembering the 8 structures forming the stomach bed, that is posterior relations of stomach. Okay, okay, you know the mnemonic, right? So diaphragm, left dome of diaphragm, spleen, splenic artery, splenic flexure of colon, suprarenal gland of left side, left kidney, then pancreas, body of pancreas, transverse mesocolon. Okay, for MCQ purpose, remember all this 8 stomach, out of these 8 stomach bed structures, all are separated from the stomach by the lesser sac except spleen. Spleen is separated from stomach by greater sac. Fine. Yes. So let's talk about the few important possible spotters related to the liver. Okay. So actually you are seeing the liver. Okay. The specimen of liver, and actually this is the inferior surface of liver. Inferior surface of liver. Okay. Otherwise called as visceral surface of liver. Are you able to see one organ, one pear-shaped organ is pinned here? Okay, pinned here. Can you please identify the pinned structure? Yes, that is the gallbladder. Okay, so the pinned structure is gallbladder. Okay, gallbladder. And the possible sub-question is, what are the parts of the pinned structure? Can you answer this question? What are the parts of the pinned structure? That is gallbladder. Yes, the 3 parts of the gallbladder are, one is fundus, then we have body, then we have neck. Okay, so the 3 parts of the gallbladder are fundus, body, and neck of gallbladder. Fundus, body, neck. These are the 3 parts of gallbladder. Okay, sometimes the sub-question may be, okay, what is the capacity of the pinned organ? What is the capacity of the gallbladder? Yes, it stores approximately 30 to 50 ml, okay, of bile. Okay, the capacity of gallbladder is about 30 to 50 ml of bile. It stores about 30 to 50 ml of bile. Okay, fine. And if they ask the blood supply of the pinned structure, what is the blood supply of the gallbladder? Yes, you know, it is supplied by cystic artery, isn't it? Cystic artery. Gallbladder is supplied by cystic artery, which is usually a branch of what? Right hepatic artery. Cystic artery, which is usually a branch of right hepatic artery. Okay, fine. And corresponding vein will be cystic vein, okay, which usually drains into portal vein, left branch of portal vein. Right branch of portal vein. It drains into right branch of portal vein. Okay, fine. So parts of gallbladder, capacity of gallbladder, then blood supply of gallbladder we have discussed. Okay. And in case if they ask the applied aspect of the pinned structure, what will you write? Yes, cholecystitis. You know the meaning of cholecystitis, isn't it? Inflammation of the gallbladder is called as cholecystitis. So the inflamed gallbladder will be surgically removed. What is the procedure for removing the gallbladder? Yes, cholecystectomy. So just to mention the two names, cholecystitis, cholecystectomy. Fine. Yes. Now, moving to the next possible sub-question related to the liver. Actually, you are seeing the liver from front, anterior view of the liver. Okay, anterior view of liver. Okay, so there is one structure pinned here, isn't it? Any idea? Actually, this is the inferior border of the liver. Okay, what I am tracing now is the inferior border of the liver. Okay, so are you able to see? Actually, it is a part of the gallbladder only pinned here. A part of the gallbladder only pinned, which projects beyond the inferior border of the liver, called as fundus of gallbladder. Sometimes gallbladder may be pinned from front, anterior view. That is the fundus of gallbladder. Okay, fundus of gallbladder, which projects beyond the inferior border of liver. Okay, fine. Once again, one more sub-question. What is the location of the gallbladder? What is the location of gallbladder? Yes, gallbladder is located in the fossa for gallbladder. Okay, what is the location of fossa for gallbladder? In the inferior surface of liver. Inferior surface of liver contains one depression called as fossa for gallbladder. That is the location of gallbladder. Fine. Yes. So let's move to the next possible sub-question. Actually, this is the posterior view of the liver. Posterior view. Okay. Fine. So can you please try to identify the probed space, probed area? What is the probed area? Yes. This area I am marking now is called as what? Porta hepatis. Okay. The probed area is porta hepatis. Okay. Porta hepatis. Fine. Porta hepatis is the probed area. The sub-question will be, what are the structures passing through it? What are the structures passing through the porta hepatis? Yes, the three main structures passing through the porta hepatis are portal triad structures. Portal triad structures pass through the porta hepatis. I hope you know the three structures forming the portal triad. What are they? Yes, one artery, one vein, one duct, isn't it? What are the three structures? Hepatic artery, portal vein, bile duct. Bile duct. Okay, fine. Hepatic artery, portal vein, bile duct. These are the three structures passing through the three main structures passing through the porta hepatis. Okay, this is the gallbladder. Already you know, isn't it? So probed area and the structures passing through the probed area. I hope you are clear. Fine. Yes. Now moving to the. So see this diagram. See this diagram. So this is the porta hepatis. This is the area called as porta hepatis. Okay, porta hepatis. Fine. Now, coming to the next possible spotter question. Any idea about the pinned area which is not covered by peritoneum? Which is not covered by peritoneum, non-peritoneal area. The largest non-peritoneal area of liver is pinned here, called as the bare area of liver. The bare area of liver. Okay, that is the pinned area. Okay, So right now I am highlighting the barred area of liver. Okay, the barred area of liver. Okay, it will be moving like this, like this. So what are the boundaries? Usual subquestion for the barred area of liver is, what are the boundaries of the barred area of liver? Actually, it is located on the posterior surface of liver. Posterior surface of liver. Okay, so the boundaries of the barred area of liver is, this is the base of the barred area of liver formed by groove for IVC. Groove for IVC. Okay, so base is formed by groove for IVC. Fine. Superior and inferiorly, the barred area is bounded by superior layer, okay, and inferior layer of coronary ligament, and this is the apex. This is the apex of the barred area of liver formed by right triangular ligament. Okay, I can show you. I will show you in the next slide. So remember the boundaries of the barred area of liver. Okay, so you know it is the non-peritoneal area on the posterior surface of the right lobe of liver. Boundaries will be the usual subquestion. As I told, base is formed by groove for IVC, superiorly and inferiorly bounded by superior and inferior layers of coronary ligament. Apex is formed by right triangular ligament. Right triangular ligament. And another possible subquestion is, what is the importance of the pinned area? What is the importance of the barred area of liver? It is one of the sites of portocaval anastomosis. Okay, so boundaries and significance or importance of the barred area of liver. Okay, what is the significance? Yes, it is one of the areas of portocaval anastomosis. Fine. Now, any idea about the pinned structure here? Actually, you are seeing the liver from above. Okay, you are seeing the liver from above. Okay, so actually this is the superior surface, this is the anterior surface of liver. So do you see one ligament, one glistening structure attached here? Okay, the pinned structure is falciform ligament. Falciform ligament. Okay, falciform ligament. And the subquestion for the falciform ligament will be, what is the importance or what is the significance? Okay, okay, and another possible subquestion is, what is the content of the falciform ligament? Okay, I hope you know what is the importance of falciform ligament. Yes, the falciform ligament helps us to divide the liver into anatomical right and left lobes. Okay, the falciform ligament, okay, this is the falciform ligament which helps to divide the liver into anatomical right lobe and left lobe. Okay, that is the point. And what is the significance I told? Okay, the falciform ligament, this green color you are seeing in this diagram is falciform ligament. Actually, it contains one structure. Okay, falciform ligament contains one structure called as ligamentum teres. Okay, it contains ligamentum teres. What is ligamentum teres? Yes, it is the obliterated what? It is the obliterated left umbilical vein. Okay, after birth, the umbilical vein, left umbilical vein is obliterated. Okay, the left umbilical vein is obliterated to form the ligamentum teres. Okay, which is the content of falciform ligament. Okay, so I hope you are clear about the importance and the content of falciform ligament. Importance of falciform ligament is, it helps to divide the liver into anatomical right and left lobes. Okay, anatomical right lobe and left lobe. Okay, and the content of the falciform ligament is, it contains ligamentum teres. Okay, which is a remnant of what? Obliterated. Okay, obliterated left umbilical vein. Okay, fine. Now, okay. So again, this diagram shows the falciform ligament attachment, which helps to divide the liver into anatomical right and left lobes. Okay, so coming to the last spotter question related to the liver, are you able to see one ligament is tied here? Okay, so identify the tied structure. Any idea? Yes, the tied structure is ligamentum teres. If you want to say specifically, okay, it is ligamentum teres hepatis. because it is related to the liver. Okay, ligamentum teres hepatis. Obviously, the subquestion will be how it is derived. How it is derived. Already I have told you what it is derived from. Okay, or it is a remnant of. It is an embryological remnant of what? Yes, it is derived from, or it is a embryological remnant of left umbilical vein. Okay, it is derived from left umbilical vein. Okay, it is a remnant of left umbilical vein. Fine. Yes. Now, the possible question related to the spleen. Actually, you are seeing the specimen of spleen here. Okay, so just one or two possible questions are there related to the spleen. Okay, so one is location of the given specimen. Okay, otherwise peritoneal relations of the given specimen. Okay, otherwise visceral relations of the given specimen. Okay, fine. Applied aspect, and I hope you will be knowing all the answers for all the possible subquestions. Okay, what is the location of the spleen? Yes, spleen is located in the what? Left hypochondrium. It is located in the left hypochondrium. Fine. At the level of 9th to 11th ribs. 9th to 11th ribs. Okay, it is located in the left hypochondrium at the level of 9th to 11th ribs. Okay, peritoneal relations of the spleen, as you see here, this slide shows both peritoneal relations and visceral relations of spleen. Okay, so what are the two peritoneal relations of spleen? One ligament is extending from stomach to the hilum of spleen, called as what? Gastrosplenic ligament, from the greater curvature of stomach to the hilum of spleen. Another peritoneal fold extending from the spleen to the left kidney is called as lieno-renal ligament. Okay, so I hope you are clear about the two peritoneal relations of stomach. Okay, what about the visceral relations of stomach? Yes, there are four viscera related to the stomach. One is gastric impression produced by fundus of stomach. Then renal impression produced by the left kidney. Then pancreatic impression produced by the tail of pancreas. Then colic impression produced by the left colic flexure. Okay, fine. So peritoneal relations, as I told just now, gastrosplenic ligament and what? Lieno-renal ligament. Okay. Visceral relations, I have told you. What are the four visceral relations? Gastric impression, renal impression, pancreatic impression, colic impression. Okay, fine. What about the applied aspect of the spleen? Yes, one is splenomegaly. Abnormal enlargement of the spleen is called as splenomegaly. Okay, and another one is splenectomy. There are some other applied importance. Just at least remember these two. Splenomegaly, abnormal enlargement of the spleen. Splenectomy, surgical removal of spleen is called as splenectomy. Okay, and just one thing I want you to say finally, this is the area called as hilum of spleen. This is the area called as hilum of spleen. Okay, so what is the importance of hilum of spleen? Yes, through the hilum of spleen, the structures are entering and exiting the spleen. So what are the two main structures passing through the hilum of spleen? Obviously, splenic artery and the splenic vein. Okay, splenic artery and the splenic vein. Okay, as you know, splenic artery is a branch of celiac trunk. Splenic vein. Okay, splenic vein joins with. Okay, it joins with the superior mesenteric vein. It joins with the superior mesenteric vein to form portal vein. Okay, since the blood supply of the given specimen may be asked. Okay, so remember the blood supply of the spleen. Splenic artery is a branch of celiac trunk. Okay, splenic vein joins with the superior mesenteric vein to form portal vein. Right? Yes, that's the end of discussion part. Thank you all.